biased because I'm from there, but Brian, who's from New Orleans, he's been to Alaska 5 times now, and he will agree it is quite the place to take in, and it's gorgeous. My favorite time to be in Alaska is in August. Fall comes early there, and so all the colors are starting to change, but it's still really nice and warm in the day and a little crisp in the morning. And when you get out of the cities in Alaska, like when you get out towards where I came from, it's one of those really rare places where you can literally, especially if you're up in a plane, you can look, and as far as you can see on both sides, I mean, it's just nothing. I mean, untouched, gorgeous, pristine land. And in my region, the environment, it's mostly like rolling hills, big, wide, winding rivers, and like gorgeous tundra. And you never know, you're going to see like sometimes there's bears and caribou herds and stuff. But I was in the back of my dad's plane. My dad flies a little Cessna 206. It's a little 6-seater, single engine. And it was a really exciting time because I was going back to visit my folks. They still live in Sleepy. And my brother was with me. My brother and I hadn't been back at the same time in like years, since I was a young teenager. It was really exciting because our folks were just ecstatic, and we had 5 days planned of just fishing for salmon and berry picking and all that super cliche but stuff we totally do in Alaska. And I looked out the back of the plane. I was looking out the window, and I was just like reminded, like, holy crap, I'm from here. And I kind of just had this revelation of how proud and like fortunate I understood, even though I had this crazy upbringing. I mean, to live in a village of 100 people in the middle of nowhere, I'm not saying it was perfect, but I'm really, really thankful that it's where I'm from, because it's why I am who I am. And this song popped into my head, and I grabbed out my little notebook and I jotted it down, and about 5 minutes later we landed. And I go, Dad, I have to show you this new song. And he goes, oh, like, did you write it a few days ago? And I'm like, no, 5 minutes ago, silly, in the back of your plane. So I sang this song for him just like I'm about to sing it for you, and I've been singing it the same way since. So thank you just one more time. Thank you so much for setting this up, for having us, and thank you. Alaska dear, I'm coming home a few weeks at a time. At your pass is where I'll roam above the timberline, pretending to be my grandfather, and I am a miner's daughter. Oh, to you I'll tell no lie. Many wonder why I choose to live out on the road for good. My visits are so far and few. Alaska dear, I'm coming home to you. I miss the birds, I miss the trees, I miss the midnight light. I miss the salmon in the brook, my father changing out my hook. I even miss the small plane flights. I miss the places and the faces, the cozy hum of the slow paces. Alaska dear, I'm coming home to you. The mountain tops, my favorite spot, so I'm standing up. Alaska dear, I'm coming home to you. Alaska dear, I'm coming home to you. Thank you so much.